You already have a financial advisor, so why do you still feel lost about your money? If something feels off, you need to watch this because staying with the wrong person could cost you your future.
So a lot of people come to us having this insecurity about their financial plan and feeling unsettled, but they actually still have a financial advisor and they still feel this way. So, Mark, why don't you share like why people are still feeling this way even when they are working with a financial advisor?
I think from what I've seen, Michelle, a lot of people will feel this way because they aren't emotionally connecting with their current advisor and they're not talking about what matters most to them. For example, they might have meetings with their advisor where they're getting updates on the market, they're getting performance reviews, but they're not truly connecting those metrics to perhaps when they can retire or how they can retire. They're not getting the educational parts of the meeting that will most impact their actual lives. I think clients want to know that advisors truly care about them and truly care about the things that are most important to them, like their goals and their visions for the future. Having open and honest dialogue where both sides can truly get to know one another is really key. And I think that's just missing a lot of times when we see people come to us working with an advisor already.
A lot of advisors just focus on like the numbers, the performance, maybe just even just investments, and they don't really get to know their client. And then that's why the client feels like, yeah, I'm just doing what he's telling me to do, right? It's not really like a teamwork kind of effort.
Exactly. I think they're just doing what the advisor might tell them to do without the reasoning behind it, about connecting the dots behind if I do this, for example, a Roth conversion, let's say, how will that impact my plan going forward and help me get to my goals even quicker? So I
Yeah.
think having more of an education around the recommendations us as advisors make and connecting them to what matters most to people is really what makes a really solid advisory relationship.
What would be some signs that an advisor maybe isn't the right fit? Again, maybe not they're a bad person, but they're just maybe not right for that client. What would be the signs that somebody could look out for to say, okay, maybe I should start thinking about changing my advisor? What would you say those would be?
You're not comfortable bringing up certain topics or asking certain questions to your advisor, not for any maybe one particular reason, but just an air of not being comfortable. I think another instance might be just kind of always listening and not having that open and honest dialogue. So being able to talk about any topic, no matter the subject, with your advisor, it's really cool because we get to see people at their most vulnerable. We get to help them through the different stages of life. And if you're not able to connect and have those conversations with your advisor, I think reevaluating and maybe seeing what else is out there might be a good next step.
If something feels off, like how would you what would you say to your the viewers watching that, okay, it doesn't seem like it's a good fit. I see these signs, I can't ask questions, I feel judged. Like what should they do?
You trust your gut. You only get one shot at this. It's your money, it's your adventure in a way. We need to get this right. So if that means exploring what else is out there just to see if it might be a better fit, I would encourage a lot of people to do that. We're here to serve you. We're here to put your needs ahead of everything else. And so we want you to have that relationship where you feel comfortable and you get to your goals as quickly as possible. At the end of the day, you're what matters, and we're trying to do anything possible to help you out.
That's great advice. And we're actually going to talk about what a healthy advisor relationship looks like and how the client should feel. All that's coming up in the next video.